It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Tua taken right to the air. It's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Opening carry for Devon Achane. Jukes one defender. He's got a gain of 6 there. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Turbo one. Ready, set.
They'll stick with Achane. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Quincy Williams making the tackle. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and 2, now Tagovailoa. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Miami. Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Tight end in motion left. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Tua now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down at the 30. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
That's good for another Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Running with Achane out of the gun. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Quincy Williams making the tackle. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
They kick the running back in motion. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Jets take over as he records his 10th career INT. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Connecting on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They've got first down from the 31. They motion the tight end over. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he crosses midfield before going out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
19, 19 light.
They go play action on first. Buying some time right. As a man, it's Tyler Conklin. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing it again here. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Has him on the quick hitter. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he'll push them down to the 6-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back now for the second quarter, and the Jets, they've got to look towards that end zone. They give on second to Hall. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
It's Algier on 3rd. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Jets pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They soften that defense up with that lengthy opening series. And then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reach the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays. But when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And a man is there to knock that away.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
2nd and 10 now. able to find Achan. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. Toward the sideline and caught by Wilson. And he's out of bounds past midfield. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be first down, Miami.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Putting a receiver in motion. They run it from the gun with Wright. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. It was Andre Sisco who hauled him down there. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
From the 29. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
To the air, 3rd and long. Ferguson there to bring it in. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Miami.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
20 TX.
A-Chain on the inside give. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Blitz coming, Tua. Vacates quickly left side. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Throw on 3rd down. That's complete to Wilson. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's good for another Miami.
Turbo 3, kick.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Wright running out of the gun. Has the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins start to fight back with their first points of this game. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Davis. Finds some space, he's past the 30. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Back now, pressure on its way. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly want those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so is the defense, and they take him down.
In this first half, and you're just kind of waiting, right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Back to throw now. He puts some power on a deep look. He's got it at the 30. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets get some late points and the lead. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Washington now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Get set.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Finds a seam down the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st down, here's Tua. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. New set of downs for him from the 46. To the air yet again. Tagovailoa. It's caught. Ferguson. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. That one's complete over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Again, it's Tagovailoa. Cut near the goal line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw, and without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Watch it, Oscar.
Putting the tight end in motion. Working inside the red zone. Has it in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
20, TX.
Here's Tagovailoa again. And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. They go play action on first. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
From the gun, it's Hall. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Now with 2 seconds left, we get the expected timeout from this offense. They're in great shape to get 3 here entering the half. Butker knocks it through. And they've taken back the lead. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock here with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. On return, here comes Davis. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Connects with Mechie. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second down carry for Algier. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package. to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Here's Algier on first down. And they had that one contained right at the line. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Second and 10 now. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Well, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Third and long for him here. That's completed right side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a first down. On the counter, Hall. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Running back sent in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They get 13 on the pickup. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Third down from the gun. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Butker knocks it through. And that'll double their lead to 6.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Washington now to return. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready. Out.
Second half begins with a run by Achan. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
Throwing on third, Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. He'll throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets him 17 yards on fourth down and gets them the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
It's safe. Go ahead. Ready, set.
Out of the shotgun, a gift to AJ. He'll cobble together a yard there. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Has a man, it's Achan. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it'll be first down, Miami.
Ready.
From the red zone now. And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins get this time before the end of the third. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins take the lead on that successful kick. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Come out throwing. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these out cuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. The Jets have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Here's Hall once more. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. A give to Algier on the inside handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. They go again with Algier. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets take a fourth quarter lead. Huge moment here for the Jets as they go for two. He's throwing for it. They did it. He made the interception. Jordan Brooks comes up with it. And the Dolphins have some new life in the fourth. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
All right. Out.
They'll start the drive with Achan. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have second and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second down carry for Achan. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a third and short.
From the gun on third, Tagovailoa. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Ready.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a run with Wright. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. Good rip on first down. That brings up second and 2.
Ready.
30-yard line.
Out.
Here's Achan up the middle. Still has room inside the 15. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
Ready. Set.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
They're right here. Hey.
Running back sent in motion left. The throw is caught. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Get safe. Turbo 1, hide.
They kick the running back in motion.
Out.
Looking to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a fourth-quarter lead. Well, we knew this was coming. All touchdowns are reviewed, especially late in a close game like this. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Hey. Corner, long.
Now they send their back in motion right. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the fourth. Well, that right there, a very important two-point conversion, Brock. Their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, it's certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch. Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On first down, here comes Hall. And he gets a gain of 9, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They go right back to Hall. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. Here he is to throw. Wilson's got it. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
He'll look to throw it. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Hall running between the tackles. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. They give on 2nd to Hall. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets take a 4-point lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Return starts from the goal line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
44. Ready.
Setting up to pass. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Jim. Solo left Zion. Out.
Back to throw. On target to Waddle. And he's going to be blocked down at the 42. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. First down. Here's Tua. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find Jalen Waddle. So second down coming up.
Good. What?
Again, it's Tagovailoa. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Miami.
Ready, shot.
Tight end going in motion here.
Shot.
To the air yet again. Tagovailoa trying to push it deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Jets make the play that should.
I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in the she made a big. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my they say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa.